Hello there again, everyone. This is Jonathan Morja with CallTrackingMetrics, and happy summer. Welcome to the CTM Release Notes series. This is the June-July edition. And today we're going to be talking about a couple great topics, some revolving around skill-based routing, as well as a new topic called STIRSHAKEN. So that'll be a good one. We're going to have Jason Smith join us for that. But as always, thank you very much for turning out and for being a valued customer. So let's dive right in. All right, so our first enhancement that we're going to talk about today involves the UI of our actual software. So for the longest time, we've had this northerly look to our navigational flow, where all of our main features will be at the top. You'll see numbers, calls, reporting, and you can click from a regular drop-down. Our new navigational view is called left navigation, because everything's on the left. So you'll see in the top left-hand corner, there'll be 3 horizontal lines that you can click on, which will then open up your numbers, reporting, and calls and different sections that you can go into in the actual software. The reason for this was we really have enhanced the menu structure to streamline what our customers are viewing and to continue to add new features in better sections that are more visible, I think, in a compartmentalized view for our customers, which is great. Some of the things to keep in mind: if you're on the old view, you'll see a settings tab in the top right corner. You can click on that, and then in the bottom on the right, you'll see a little present icon that says try new nav. We've also just added a top bar to the actual view of the software. So when you log in, it'll say try our new left nav at the top of the screen as well. So you have a couple options to dive in and try the new view. For now, we're not going to remove anyone from the classic navigation, but in the near future, that will be coming to an end as well. So something to keep in mind. Dive right in today. All of our help docs are being updated with the new navigational view as well. So we hope you enjoy this new enhancement. All right, for our second topic today, we're going to address STIRSHAKEN. This initiative is going to be talked about by Jason Smith. He's our sales engineer, and he's going to take a deeper dive into some of the impacts and focal points that you and your business should be ready for.
Thanks, John. We've been working hard to get CTM ready for this new industry standard caller ID authentication technology called Shaken Stir. Up until now, you could dial from CTM to an AT&T customer, hang up, and then dial a Verizon customer, and both carriers would put that call through with very little policing around who was calling and what number they were using to call from. The overall intent of STIRSHAKEN is to allow or even amplify communication from the valid businesses that you want to hear from and prevent the fraudsters, the scammers, and the exploiters from even getting to your phone. This federally regulated mandate will require that all vendors like CTM obtain a business profile registration from their customers that use outbound dialing capabilities. With the business registration, each customer account will have a token assigned. Eventually, any calls without a token will be rejected by the telecom providers. Companies that are flagged as violating FCC guidelines for making these types of troublesome outbound calls could potentially have their calls blocked by the telecom providers. It's not all doom and gloom out of this STIRSHAKEN. With this added authentication, we're going to see enhancements like branded caller ID, where you'll be able to pass your company logo and other contact details automatically to people receiving your calls on their smart devices. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more from CTM very soon on STIRSHAKEN. Thanks, John.
All right, our third topic today is going to be addressing a popular feature request from you, our customers. This one is going to be addressing something called divisions. So this brand new feature is a new way to organize administrators inside your CallTrackingMetrics account. And the request was built off larger organizations that have different divisions or sub-organizations that can now benefit using this feature to help streamline the process of creating new users across multiple accounts. So let's talk about and digest what I actually said right there, so that way we can translate it into viable use cases. So use case number 1, I have a sales team and a support team, and I have 2 managers. One is my sales manager, the other is my support team manager, and I want each one of them to only have access to their division of users. So I can create my sales manager to have access for their division of team members. They can adjust their queue settings and such, and so on for the support manager. So that's one example of how divisions and division access can be used in our software. The next is think about it from a digital marketing agency's perspective. I might have 20 clients under John's digital marketing agency, and I have 3 managers that are each going to have a handful of those clients to look after and manage in CallTrackingMetrics. Today, if I gave manager number 1 CallTrackingMetrics access, they would have access to all 20 accounts. There's no way to just say, hey, you have the 7 in New York versus the 7 in Tulsa, and then the 6 that are left over in this other state. We're going to give you just this access to now only the groups that I want you to manage, which makes this a little more streamlined, and it allows you to have your manager teams only touch, use, manipulate, work with their group of 7 under that agency plan. So hopefully that is a better way to kind of understand what this is about. We obviously have plenty of help docs that you can read up on. Again, so this feature is called Divisions, and it's offered on our contact center plan only. All right, so our final topic that we're going to bring to the table today is a new feature called skill-based routing. This skill-based routing enhancement is in the call queue section of our software. It's designed to enhance how we route phone calls to multiple agents, and that's what the call queue does, right? It's a group of agents inside of a queue. So the skill-based routing allows you to add specific logic to determine which set of agents are selected to either answer or be prioritized over someone else of accepting that activity, a call, a chat, or a text message. You can prioritize any of those. But within the call queue interface, we now offer this workflow that will allow your administrators to adjust which agents are eligible for this activity. All right, so one example of why we would use this new skill-based feature is maybe based on a regional answering option that you would have for your agents. So as inbound phone calls come into your call center, maybe you have particular states where you have agents have a priority over others. So maybe I'll handle only the New Jersey state phone calls. Well, then you would route those phone calls to me. You would create a skill based on any phone call coming from New Jersey, and then attach that skill to me, the agent, with some sort of prioritization level. And you could kind of think of other examples of how it could kind of go and span from here. But definitely contact a sales executive like myself to talk a little bit further on this new feature. This new feature is available on our contact center plan only and is slated for a Q3 launch. So coming up very shortly, that the skill-based routing will be polished up and ready to go. All right, well that wraps up yet another video of our new release notes here at CallTrackingMetrics. We hope you enjoyed the information and will further enjoy the experience we're creating for you. Thank you again to Jason Smith for chiming in and helping me out today. And thank you to our developers and for our customers, as a lot of these feature requests always come from you guys. So keep them coming. We love hearing your thoughts and feedback. Again, if you want to learn more about these features, visit our website, call or chat us as well. We're standing by ready to speak to you. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the summer. We'll talk to you guys soon in the next video. Thanks again.